knowing
Oh, God. Oh, God.
His name is Mr. Rich Motts, the big kahuna.
Yeah. Thank you all. Welcome, everyone. First of all, I hope this is not going to be a boring class. We need some energy in here today. So can you guys give me level 10 energy today?
Woo!
Look at that. Look at Rosa.
There we go.
Jeez, and she sat right up front. I am in T to the rubble. I'm in. Hey, why don't everyone stand up for a second? I told you it's not going to be boring, so you're in trouble. Okay? So the first thing I'd like you to do is I'd like you to reach your arms out, put them up as high as you possibly can. Or you got them as high as you possibly can? Everyone got them as high as they possibly can? Okay, go a little bit higher. See? Now that's what I want you to do with your business. You think you have it at the highest level you possibly can. Maybe you don't. I don't know, but you can take it higher, trust me. That's it. And then you feel better now, don't you? You got some blood circulating. It's a good deal. How many of you are on social media? I hope all of you are. You all on social media? Cool. On the back page of your little handout you have here today, you will have all my social media channels. And that includes, if you're at Cutler, that includes chat. So, feel free to reach out to me on any of these and connect with me. And I'd be glad to connect with you also. So let's make some connections. I think it's so funny that realtors, they tend not to like each other's posts because they're scared, oh my God, I don't want to, build up anyone else's business too much or anything. So I don't know if you guys ever hear the song by War, Why Can't We Be Friends, I'm like, why don't realtors just, know that it's better for you? Let's like everyone's posts that are realtors and videos and stuff like that and build them up. So think about that. I don't know why people are scared to like other realtors' posts. So if you're not liking other realtors' posts because you say, I don't want to boost that person, boost them, and hopefully they'll boost you and correspond with each other. Does that make sense? Good deal. So you probably wonder why I'm up talking about video. If any of you seen me do video before? Okay, that's all? A couple of you? That's it? Okay, you guys got to pay attention here today. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel, and they sent me this from January of 2020, what happened most recently, and during this time since I've been on YouTube since 1 of 2012, but my January 2020, I got 43 more subscribers. I had almost 62,000 views and about 40,000 minutes watched. So wouldn't that be cool if you're on the number 2 platform of, Google's number 1, and what does Google own? That Google searches for, the very first thing? YouTube, correct. So isn't that cool? Wouldn't you want to be there? Why aren't you there? Who has a real good YouTube channel is really strong? Oh man, I'm overwhelmed by all those hands. 0 of you. That's not good. Okay? So imagine you show your customers that you do video and you're getting exposure like this. Okay? Would that be a cool part of your listing presentation that would differentiate you from the competition? I think so. So with your YouTube channel, marketing will make you a header just like you do Facebook. The heck with Facebook, I use Facebook because everyone's out there and on it, but I get most of my views and likes, and YouTube's the most important thing in the world to you. Okay, so think about that. So that's my channel. That's what it looks like when you go to my home screen. And then I do a thing called Money Monday. Money Monday is about business planning, coaching that takes your business to the level that you want, yet allowing you to live the life you desire. So it's something I'm trying to get you guys to do video. For the last, I don't know how many years, since 2012, I've been trying to get you guys to do video. And I'm failing greatly, aren't I? Because you guys need to be on. So I want you to change your whole attitude today. So wouldn't it be cool to show your sellers? Imagine this being you giving tips and doing your listings and whatnot, and you're getting like 12 to 18,000 views. What would they think about that? Okay, you're going to be blown away by what video will do for your career today. So I've had guest stars like Mike on there. Like when I just do stuff within the office, there's lower views because I don't promote them through all the channels that I do. But this is just like the office. Watch some of those lower views. But the big views are totally promoted, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So starting you out today, you're going to get Tony's already got it, and I need to update it, Tony, again, because I keep adding stuff to this all the time. But you're going to get via Google Drive, he's going to send you a link of all the slides here today. So, and one of these things, here's a link to the 2019 Video Influencers Guide. So not only in this right here are you going to have a bunch of different links that are coming in a Word document that you can view the videos that we're going to look at today. And these videos are going to be from top national people, every brand of real estate in the world, including our own agents too. But this is a guide. It's an annual survey by BombBomb and Tom Ferry, and they list the top video influencers around the country. And there's all around, there's home tour and listing, there's community, there's consumer education, there's using BombBomb. Your manager, Tony Berg's a rock star at BombBomb. He uses it every day, almost. I see him use it a lot. He sends you messages from his desk. And then sales education. So there's those 6 categories, and some of these rock stars we're going to see today doing videos. So there's a PDF of this in your link that you're going to get from Tony today, and you can go in and read about what all these top people in the nation do, and better yet, you can click on their links and rip off and duplicate their videos. So it's pretty neat. So, you know, Tom Ferry always says R&D, and most people think R&D is research and development, right? And really, in real estate and marketing, R&D is rip off and duplicate. Now, one of my other coaches takes it a step farther than rip off and duplicate, rip off and deploy. So that sounds like a military thing, huh, Nate? I mean, I don't know. It just sounds like it to me. All right. So this is from the latest Keeping Current Matters. So I know you guys get excited the 10th of every month because Keeping Current Matters comes out. You wake up, oh my God, it's the 10th. I'm going to watch Keeping Current Matters. Right? All right, great. So I just thought it was cool. I just thought it was cool last month. Tony, you got to put it out 10th of every month. Just, hey, it's... Yeah. So this was a slide in Keeping Current Matters just to help back up my philosophy of video. It just says video, video, video. Don't be camera shy. You've got this. More is more. Stick with it. Post consistently. Social media. What's holding you back from video? I don't know. But today I'm going to... You came here expecting to get a cup full of information about video. You're going to get a 55-gallon drum. Okay? So it's going to be overkill. And my goal is to say, oh my God, if there's all this crap I should be doing in video, shouldn't I just at least dip my toe in the pool, you know? So, you know, with Keeping Current Matters and the stats that Tony and I provide you consistently, you should become a market expert and read and share all your personalized posts, pair with the local, you know, pair the national stuff with the local data, and definitely watch your monthly market reports and print, email, and share everything from KCM. Great source. Most realtors don't have these great free sources that you have, and you have great sources to share and show that you know about the marketplace. And people go, oh, everyone's posts that KCM stuff on social media. I don't see it. I'd love you to. I would love to see you guys overflow with the same slides, sharing them. That'd be wonderful. There's some great stuff on there. Hundreds and hundreds of things. So, who knows this story right here? What do you think this relates to? Take a wild guess where I'm going with this. Anyone take a guess? Oh, not houses. Well, that's a good guess. You're right. But, okay, these are probably your marketing right now. You know, this is, what sort of marketing do you have? What's your you know, game plan for marketing in your business? You know, how many think they have a 10, 1 out of 10, you have 10 marketing. It's dynamic, crazy, good. You can't get any better. How many people think they have a 5? How many people are lower than 5? Okay, Gene's got 5. Everyone's lower than 5, so I won't even embarrass you. All right, cool. So, you know, right now your marketing might be built of straw, and some of you are saying it's built of wood. Wouldn't it be nice if it was built of brick? But this is what I want you to do. I want you to have a castle with a moat around it, and I need your elbows to be up defending your sphere of influence and your database, your past customers. Because our realtors, guess what they're doing? Some of their own database goes on Zillow, and then they have to pay a referral fee on their own people. Should that be happening, or should you be the source of the source and be the knowledge broker? Does that make sense? So you got to position you guys as the market of authority, the agent of trust. Okay? So how do you become more known, more respected, and in demand for business? We've all heard that no sale occurs, no client is generated No review is given, no referral sent without trust. Without what? Okay. So are you trustworthy at scale? Do you know what that means? Are you trustworthy at scale? I don't think you could, because no one said their marketing, well, one person said their marketing was about 5. So to become trustworthy at scale, you have to be out there consistently. And I'm going to show you the formula for that right here. So the formula is, today, okay, this little handout right here. I recommend you flip it over and start taking notes on the back of this, because we're not going to get to the 8 tips of leveraging video until a little bit later. So this formula is frequency creates familiarity, plus authenticity and relevancy creates trust. So let's go over this. Frequency. So the frequency would be the amount of times that you are out there marketing yourself. And most of your people are saying, I'm not marketing myself. Houston, is there a problem if you're not marketing yourself? You wonder why your business isn't that good right now? So the frequency you put yourself out there causes familiarity from everyone in your sphere of influence and past clients. So they're going to remember you for your business and refer you to people. Then authenticity. Be yourself. If you're a Browns fan, don't be scared to show that you're a Browns fan, because if you're a Browns fan, do you like Pittsburgh fans? Do you want to sell to Pittsburgh fans? Maybe not. Maybe not. So you want to attract your own tribe. We're going to talk about that a lot today. Seth Godin. You want to attract your own tribe. You don't want to work with people that, sometimes you get done with a deal working with someone, you're like, that was awful. I don't want to work with those people. Why are you trying to work with people you don't like? There's tons of people to work with. Attract your tribe, and video is going to help you do that, and marketing yourself will. And be authentic when you're out there. We're going to talk about that today. Then relevancy. God, keeping current matters and the stats that Tony provides for you guys, great stuff, and it's relevant to the marketplace. And he can business plan with you and, figure out the market that you're working and do stats on it. And, what are your stats like? And what are your, average list price to sale price and things like that. So all these things, they create trust. So the question is, are you trustworthy at scale? You need to put that in your head today and say, yes, I need to get, my audience to believe I am the source of the source for real estate. Okay? So how are we going to do this? Number 1, you're going to create your show. Become the trusted source. You're like, great. Now I got to create a show. I have Money Monday. I've done Money Monday 190 series already. Okay? So I'm going to be hitting 200 pretty soon. Years old. And I look pretty good, don't I? My hair is a little messed up, but besides that. All right. So how many people believe you could do some sort of show? You're going to see so many examples today of videos that you're going to get so many ideas of what you can do to do video. You think, I'm scared of doing video. I don't like the way I sound. I don't like the way I look. I don't like my hair. I don't worry about the sound, the way I look, my hair, or, the way I sound, whatever. I don't care. I just do it. And you get in the flow and you get natural with it. Is it always fun to do consistently? No, but I've seen how important it is to my business, and it makes me recognized to all you folks and everyone in the industry. There's no other broker or manager that I know of that does video consistently and has a series or a show. And I'm just trying to lead by example. That's all I'm trying to do. So to do a show, you need to decide on a theme. You need to name your show. You need to talk to Nate or find a wedding videographer. If there's colleges nearby, you could go put a yellow Post-it note at the college and say, I need someone to edit my videos for me. If you're just shooting them on your phone, you wouldn't do that, but I bet you Nate would work out. You could probably send him a Google Drive to him. I'm sure he'll edit your videos for you. I utilize something called Fiverr. I'm not taking business away from Nate. I love Nate. He's there filming us today. It's great. But, if you need something done quick and cheap sometimes, Fiverr, the premise of Fiverr, it's Fiverr.com. I got Tony addicted to Fiverr a few years ago, or about a year ago, I'm sorry. I haven't known you that long, huh? So the premise of that website is for as little as $5, they can do a gig for you. So you can find people with video or green screen editing there. But again, we got a rock star in the room that can help you. Great guy. But you can go to the college and post a little yellow Post-it note too and say, hey, I will, looking for someone to edit videos. I will pay cash or weed. And you'll get some answers on that, right? So set aside, a day or two a month to film and allow your videographer to edit and produce your video content. You're going to see some great videos today that you're going to need someone like Nate or, find a local partner or someone on the internet to help you out do. So content shows to shoot. Here's a few ideas. So this is Carrie Ann. We're going to talk a lot about this thing called Instagram today. And you think, God, I'm just trying to dip my toes into Facebook still. But Instagram is where it's at nowadays. We're going to talk about that a lot today. But just to give you one shout out about Instagram, is if you remember a few years ago, if you're on Facebook, you would actually go, when you're on Facebook, there's that live button on there. Have you ever seen that button on there? You either press that or you die, right? Live? Or is that live? Is that Facebook Live? Okay, Facebook Live. Okay, cool. Well, you should press that button every once in a while in front of your open houses, in front of community events you're doing, things like that. First day of spring would have been a great day to do. So, when you're at a video seminar, it'd be a great thing. I'm live with Rich Motts. I need to do that, go live and say, hey, I'm doing a video class today, and I'm videoing the guy videoing me at my video class, right? So I'm going to do that today. Remind me to do that, Nate. It's going to be great. Cool. So this is Carrie Ann. So she's got a show. It's called 15 Lessons She's Learned in 15 Years. And she's just, I taught these girls in Carrollton yesterday, and they just crack on me. They go, how do you know she's in her bedroom? Stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I was told she was in her bedroom, okay? So she's in her bedroom. I didn't film her, okay? So, and then they're talking about she has nice teeth, and now I'm like, oh my God, And they weren't talking about her teeth, of course, okay? So I'm sorry. So she just talks, she's been around 15 years. So how many years you guys have been in real estate, And the number of lessons you've learned so she did a series called 15 Lessons She's Learned in 15 Years, So how long have you been in real estate? 46 years. You think? Do you think you think she's learned? You think she's learned 46 lessons in 46 years?
I've had 6 facelifts.
Oh, come on now, you have not. All right. So it's like my hair implants. Didn't work out too well, did it? All right. So here's Carrie Ann.
It inspired me to launch this series, part of Carrie TV, about 15 lessons I've learned after 15 years of being in real estate. Yes, I have been selling condos and homes for 15 years. I worked a little bit before that in real estate, but as a licensed agent. And I want to share a little bit about what that takes. You'd probably be surprised to find out that 87% of licensed agents that get into the business fail. 87%.
A little sample of what she's like, and you get to know her personality. So you might say, you might like her personality, you might say, that girl's too pretty, I don't like her, and jealous of her, I'm not going to watch her, but, she's going to attract her tribe, the people that like her, and she's been very successful at doing it. Here's another example of a show. There's thousands of ways to do these.
So growing up in Delaware, we have seen so many great people, and we've been introduced to so many amazing heroes here locally. And we wanted to share with the rest of our followers some of those great stories and some of those great people.
So we're starting the Local Heroes video series just to highlight the stories of those that give back so much. Our local heroes serve in education, healthcare, in the military, in law enforcement, emergency services, and some of these people are even volunteering their time to serve the community. So we wanted to create a platform where they could share their story, share how they got involved in that field, and why they love giving back to the community in that way. So we hope you enjoy them.
So imagine that, having a show, just interviewing great people. You hear something that happens out there, the news doesn't even do good enough of a job of this stuff. And you have local heroes. What if it's a single mother of 4 that you just sold a house to, and you want to, hey, can I do a little show? And you're a local hero. I really think a lot of you. And you can show, and then they say, wow, Jean helped this single mother of 4. Wonder if she can help me out, And so, and pair up with a loan officer that wants to help single women. I know some that do that. Okay, monthly market updates. Name it, homes for sale, and Fairline. Okay, you all fight over that right now. Bam. So, you know, you can do homes for sale in a certain zip code, homes for sale in certain allotment, homes for sale in Akron, Ohio, homes for sale in Summit, Ohio. You know, do video market monthly updates. They're very easy to do, you know. You can stand next to a big screen TV and just film yourself, you know. And so you can just, you don't have to have someone holding the camera. You could actually put on a tripod or mount it somewhere and just hit it and film yourself with the TV here next to you, and, you know, go through the slides with a little clicker and computer or something, or have someone do the mouse and make the slides happen on TV, hook it up to HDMI, and show what's going on in the marketplace.
Just so you guys know, a lot of these videos that he's showing you are talking head video. They call them talking head videos. Their turnaround time it's really usually very fast, because you don't have to get too creative with it, because it's just you or the person you're talking to in the camera, and that's it.
Yep.
So it's not, the turnaround time is really quick on videos like that. At least it should be if you're hiring a professional.
And
Well, I'm just, you know.
And good audio is important. He's got me mic'd up today, so I'm probably going to sound pretty booming in the video, I'm sure. So, monthly market updates are very, very important. Here's a sample of Becky Barrick. She's actually from Washington State.
Hey everybody, this week on 60 Seconds with Becky Barrick, let's talk values in real estate in Western Washington. We are seeing major increases, of course, across the board in all counties, but what's crazy is Pierce County has seen tremendous growth. We are way above the peak of before the market crashed back in 2008. We're seeing home values on the median at $376,500. That's the median price point in Pierce County, $376,500.
Real simple.
And here's the crazy news.
Now, this is Denise Evans, one of our own realtors from our North Canton office, and I coached her back when I was managing the office. I coached her during this time, and she shot this in front of a green screen, and then just placed, you know, this is the Plain local Glen Oak Eagles football stadium. So everyone in Plain Township is familiar with these scenes of Plain Township that are going to be behind her in the green screen. So I know Nate can hook you up with the green screen. Tony's got a green screen right here. You can go in front of that green screen, record yourself, send it to Nate, and he'll take the green screen from behind there and put the pictures of your choice or videos of your choice behind you, make you look like rock stars. Okay? It's that simple. Is that too much? So it's really cool to have Nate here today to be talking like this. So, Denise Evans, here's her strategy. She's #1 single agent in Plain Township. Wouldn't you like to be the #1 non-team agent in your marketplace and be able to say that? So she is. So I encourage something called social proof marketing. So on the front of her card is little Cutler Denise Evans sold signs indicating every home she sold in Plain Township in the past. That's on the front of the card. Then on the back are the stats of what's happening in Plain's marketplace. So I think the front of her card says it's plain to see that Denise is sold on the Plain Township market. And then so she does this video and she sends out 5,000 every door direct mail cards. So every door direct mail, for as little as 16.7 cents a piece, you can mail a card like this big to an entire postman's area. So the postal carrier, you actually, like, say you just sold a house in an area and you want to tell the entire area about it. So that'd be a great thing to do, right? So you could actually come up with a great marketing piece on that you had 7 offers on this home and it sold over full price in one day. So if you don't brag about those stories to everyone, then you're missing it. You know, that should be an integral part of your marketing, and then tie it to video like this. So just a real quick premise of every door direct mail is, imagine this. You come up with a piece, you can have anyone print it for you. And so there's 457 people in this area, in this one mail carrier's route. Then you have 457 pieces printed, and our marketing knows how to lay it out. It's a special EDDM layout, so every door direct mail layout for the postcard. It's got a special code thing on it. And, you know, they outsource it to your favorite printer, so marketing can create it and then outsource it to your favorite printer, and then you can just pick them up at the printer, and you go online and buy at the USPS that postal carrier's route. And then, so it's 457 times that 16.7 cents. And what's a postal stamp nowadays? Everyone say 55. Okay. Okay, good. You all pay your bills on the internet. You don't know. Okay. So, you know, and then quantum for a jumbo card is like 77 cents, and about 3 weeks later, and, you know, so this can be, as soon as it's printed, you can hit it on the internet, buy the route, take your postcards to the post office, drop them off, show them the receipt you bought the cards, and they go in that postal carrier's bag the next day and delivered to his entire postal route. So it doesn't say, you know, Mr. Tony Berg on it and his address and stuff, you know. It just gets there. But it's a great way to do. So then in addition, the whole point of this video, so she sends those out and she knows they go out. She's crazy. She like follows the postal carrier, makes sure he's delivering them, I think, and stuff. And that's a true story, by the way. Anyways, she goes to Facebook and puts a pin right in the middle of this area she's sending these 5,000 mailings to, and broadcast her and boost her Facebook video to all those residents in that area on the map. Okay? So check out this video.
Plain Township, it's Denise Evans with Cutler Real Estate. The Plain Township market is so hot right now. Did you know that home prices are up 20% and 40% of the new listings are selling within their first 30 days? Inventory is at an all-time low. And I have buyers, so we need your listings. If you're interested in finding out what your home is worth, I'll make it easy. Just go to what'smyhomeworthdenise.com for your free market analysis, or you can just call or text me 330-575-1832. I'm your Plain Township neighborhood specialist. I'm here to help.
So within the first 20 minutes of her boosting that video, she had 14 cloud CMA requests, okay? And she had like 4,000 views in the first half hour, okay? So does video work? And then what about the powerful program of combining video with Every Door Direct Marketing? I mean, it's rock star stuff. And then are you going to become familiar to people? Are you going to become the trusted source of the marketplace? Easy, huh?
A 10.5% increase and a 3% increase in the real estate market. Is it true? Hi, I'm Kathy Lucato, broker owner at the Property Gallery Realty, and welcome to the June 2009.
So she's a friend of mine. She's from Canada. So I've met her several times through my John Cheplack coaching, and she's a rock star video girl. So she had her own Remax franchise for a while. And then she started her own property gallery up there in Ontario. In the first market update video she did, she's standing out in the snow. I hope she never sees, well, I better not say it. I could say it almost stinks. It almost wasn't that great. But then listen to these results. Compared to what she's doing now, it stunk, okay? But now she's like a super rock star doing video. But she was standing out in the snow, you know, in a field, just doing a market update, you know, with the papers going and stuff. And, you know, she's a pretty girl. You can't ruin that. But anyways, the results of her very first market update video, $125,000 in gross commissions from doing one market update video. So should you do market update videos? Not if you want to, you know, keep where you're at. Okay? So she opened her own brokerage, and guess what she's recruiting people to her brokerage from doing? Starts with a V, ends with an O. It's not Vimeo either. Okay, it's video. So she actually has a studio built in her office and does video consistently and travels around the country doing what I'm doing right now, teaching about video. She's a rock star girl. Check her out on Facebook. School principals, restaurant owners, coffee houses, local breweries, art owners, art gallery owners, you know, when people are having grand openings or anniversaries, go talk to them, okay? We're going to look at lots of videos about that today. video real estate girl, you know? And Mel answers the door at home, and it's a UPS man. He goes, you're the video real estate girl, you know? Everywhere they go, they know them, you know? I mean, I go places and at board realtors, they go, I love watching your Money Monday. They never click like, they never say anything to me, but they tell me they watch it. So it's funny, you know? They know you're out there when you do a regular show. Everyone. You know what that did to that video? All those shares made it get that 31,000 views, you know? How would you like to be able to show your customers that you're reaching out to the community like that? And look how simple.
Welcome to our 13th episode of Small Town Saturday, where we highlight local businesses and events and tell their story. Today we are at
Chibo's Restaurant in Waynesburg.
and we're going to go in and talk to Jim, the owner. Okay, here we are, Jim, the owner of, we just want to know, is it Chibo's or Chibo's?
It is Chibo's.
All right, we've heard it from the source. It is Chibo's.
Yes, Chibo's. Chibo's means food in Italian.
Oh, good to know.
Not too tough, is it? Not rocket science. Now here's a pretty well-produced, crazy one from my friend Kyle Whistle out in California.
Where is the Tower of Babel in East County? We're here at Happy Time Mediterranean Restaurant to find it.
Look at the slow motion he gets going.
East County Eats is all about showing you the
Restaurant
best
opened
restaurants
6 weeks
in
ago.
East County. I'm Kyle Whistle with Whistle Realty, and this is East County Eats.
That's his little,
How are you, my friend?
you know,
Good. How are you? Good. I'm excited to be
segue
here.
to it.
A lot about the place, the Tower of Babel.
Just interviews the owner.
That is, but
That's
tell me
it.
about the restaurant.
And he sits down and eats. He probably gets his meal for free. How many people like free food? Your realtors. It's your two favorite four-letter F words, free food. Tony's got that coming at 11 for you, so, you know, you'll be happy. So how cool is that? How many people like to eat?
So tell me about some of the different types of foods.
Okay. And then how about did you know shows? So imagine, don't you get frustrated? You have to explain the sales process to everyone all the time, over and over and over again. You're like a broken record, right? Imagine you have video series on how to buy a home, how to list your home, how to sell your home, how to stage your home, all the things that you do. You should make videos about it. And then you could share those videos ahead of time. Dominic Fonte has an entire plan he sends out to people all the time. So, and during the process, I'll talk about Dominic later, and he just, you know, he stinks at, he'll admit to you, I stink at spelling, I stink at typing, so I do videos to communicate people. Easy. And how it differentiates him, big time. So, you know, did you know you can buy a home for 3% down? You know what rents are actually the same as buying, you know, just 3 mistakes first-time home buyers make. You know all the things that you can do shows on. And you're going to get all these slides, so you're in good shape.
Have you ever wondered
Here's our
what
friend
to
Tom
do
Toole
at a
from
final
Remax in
walkthrough?
Philadelphia.
Tune in to Tom's Take right now.
Notice they show him out and about and doing things all over. Cool little beginning.
Welcome back to Tom's Take. I'm Tom Toole. He is one of our amazing team members, Sean Samoji. And what I love about working in a team environment is that you get things and you talk about stuff at meetings, and all of a sudden that sparks another idea from somebody else, and then it turns into something great, and it's collaborative. And that's exactly what we're talking about here when it comes to final walkthroughs.
So he's going to do final walkthroughs. So, you know, you do a show on final walkthroughs in your sphere of influence, and people say that, and they go, dang, when I bought my house, I didn't get a final walkthrough. And, you know, I got to my house, and there's dog poop in the corner, and there's an old refrigerator in the basement, and, you know, I had to call and yell at my realtor and fight, and no one ever did help me out, you know, and they're mad, and they go, wow, you know, Mary does final walkthroughs. So, pretty cool.
Over 1,500
This is one of our realtors, Dominic Fonte.
to be their realtor, selling more homes than 99.9% of all realtors in the state. Hello, my name's Dominic Fonte, Cutler Real Estate. I'm glad you tuned in today. One of the things I get a lot of comments about is reality TV shows like HGTV. Love It or List It, Flip or Flop, Property Brothers, the list is on. And a lot of times, you're sitting home at night, you're glued to the TV, sitting on the couch, having some snacks. And unfortunately, that's the myth of real estate. They glamorize it. They show a buyer looking at 3 homes, making a decision on one. Boy, don't we wish it was that easy. But the reality is
so is that nice to get that message out there? All right. So we already talked about some of these things, but about town, the best taco stands, where do you buy flowers at? And so it's just like outdoor ping pong played with aluminum rackets and basically like a wiffle ball. So it's kind of neat. So, that's what's happening. So if you don't know what pickleball is, you should probably go show people the local pickleball courts and talk about it. Kind of neat. So you think, oh, some of these people have this really well-produced stuff. Well, Nate can help you with really well-produced stuff. He's going to tell you can do any of that stuff you see today. And so we're going to recommend him highly. But this guy's just real simple, and he's got his phone this way because he's doing it in Instagram. So I think it's funny. You see Steve Burgess doing videos like crazy. And I told him, I go, you need to buy a selfie stick that holds 2 phones because he uses his old iPod because those are basically phones that can record too. And I go, put one for Instagram up this way and put the other one sideways. And they're selfie sticks that you hold 2, and they will video at the same time. And you
Hey everyone, just finished lunch at one of my favorite restaurants that we eat at probably weekly is Mi Carnal here off the S1 in St. Augustine. They are known for their pupusas, which is an El Salvadorian dish, but I typically get the burrito, and Lindsay's always getting the stuffed poblano pepper. Must check out on the list. If you've been here, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Check you next time.
Real easy, huh? He's not fancy. And he reached 513 people like that, Isn't that cool? Now this is showing you anyone can do video. This guy's hilarious. These is outtakes.
It's Caldwell Banker, First Realtors, and today we're in beautiful downtown Walla Walla for another episode of Walla Walla Wednesdays. Today we are meeting with...
Dude, really, come on.
It's Cyclery? Yeah.
He was saying Cyclery earlier.
Cyclery. Wow, dude, really. Wine Valley Comedy. Wine Valley Comedy.
Wine Valley Comedy. Wine Valley Comedy.
Josh, Matt, Scott, same div. Nope, that was awkward. All right. They're trying to catch us riding dirty. About this. Nope, it's not happening.
This guy's not scared to do video, He makes mistakes. I love it. He's a big guy too, isn't he? Here's one of our realtors, Tammy Grogan. Everyone likes to eat, right? So she does Stark Eats as one of her series. Owning a slice of the pie, Italos. Little theme to everyone. Pays her videographer to do a drone of the outside of the business, pumps it up a little bit.
I'm Tammy Grogan with Tammy Grogan and Associates, and we're here today spotlighting some local businesses that have been a part of Stark County and our community for many, many years. Today we're at Italos, their corporate headquarters.
Just goes, hey, come on in, goes in, talks to the owner. Really easy, huh? Here's another one of hers. Just want to show you, real easy segue. Presents Stark Eats, then it's Pav's Creamery, the Sweet Life. Again, she's got the drone shot of North Canton and where it's located at. Really community based. And again, she'll be standing outside.
Hi, I'm Tammy Grogan with Tammy
Say, come
Grogan
on in, let's talk and
Associates,
talk to the
today
owner
we're
about the
here with
history and
another
everything.
Stark Eats at
Isn't that,
Pav's,
that's just so
located here in
difficult, isn't it? How could you ever do anything like that? So, she has a team of, boy, I don't know, 10 or 12 girls nowadays, and just in January, she's done 53 transactions for over $10 million. So you're not interested in doing video, are you? And I have the text from her to prove it and I go, I know, I had her at like 40 some, and her team was telling me they were up more and more and more, and I'm like, crazy. So she's a rock star, not scared to work. So behind looking for the septic clean out, and I go, yes, you should have. You know, again, boy, yeah, his mind, I can see him. Who's the guy I was just talking about that does commercial? You know, and he does Where Am I Wednesdays?
Oh,
Steve Burgess. Geez, how did I lose his name? Steve Burgess. Yeah, I was doing a video class in Kent the other day, and he goes, Rich, I'm headed from here to meet a excavator to do a septic test, you know, land test. So he goes out, you know, imagine filming that showing people that, hey, you sell land and you're meeting the septic guy with a bobcat to dig and test the soil and explain that process. I mean, all this stuff you do. So here's the FAR group in Spokane, Washington. Real simple video showing them how they work with the sellers to stage a home.
I honestly think the only thing I would do in here is just move the nightstand to this side, so that when you walk in, you can
it's kind of
see that. Kitchen, I would say I have a couple little just accessory things that we'll put on, but we'll just have everything off the counter.
Fresh flowers, you know, get everything off the kitchen counter. We're gonna put some things on there, and you know, tell them paint the walls, you know.
Maybe even grab
Tells them what to do. Go behind the scenes and show that you're doing this. You do these extra things. So it's real easy. So neighborhood tours. This guy, this Christoph Chu, he's been a top video guy for like 9 years now. And wait until you see the market he works. So he actually puts a camera on his dashboard and drives around and tells people about the neighborhoods, and he gets come list me calls all the time because they go, you drove through my neighborhood, I see you're doing this stuff all the time. Really easy stuff.
Hi everyone, it's Christoph Chu from Coldwell Banker Previews in Beverly Hills.
You're gonna like his marketplace.
I may or may not be getting in the case. I'm in the Bel Air area of Los Angeles, an area called Bel Air Crest. It's supposed to open anyways. And it's one of our few gated communities here in Bel Air. We have Bel Air Crest, Bel Air Place, Stone Ridge Estates. So there's not many, but there's a few. But this is a really beautiful one and the best gated community in the Bel Air area. There's two different sections. We're going to start off in the custom home section.
Listen to square footage.
Which are basically homes typically over 5,000 to 22,000 square feet. And the last year or so, there have been about 6 or 7 sales from about 4.3 million up to about 13.9 million. The most notable sale is Kanye West and Kim Kardashian purchased a house up here, which we're going to drive by for $9 million, I believe they paid. But rumor has it they resold the house, but so far have not been able to prove that rumor.
Pretty cool stuff, huh?
Hey Cutler fans, Robin and Mel here with the Clark Cutter team in Cutler Real Estate, and we are going to give you a little tour of 11 of our vacant lots.
So they got 11 vacant lots.
Mohawk. So this could be a perfect opportunity for you to build.
What a great
your
backdrop
home
to shoot it from,
or
right?
to have lake access.
And then they talk about the community.
It's a private gated community. It's a 500-acre man-made lake with unlimited horsepower. We have 3 beaches, 2 tennis courts, sand volleyball courts, playgrounds. We have a clubhouse that has a snack shop in the summer months, and it just really is a gorgeous.
Pretty cool, huh?
Here.
Nothing to it. So I thought that was kind of a unique tour there for them to, and they actually go around to all these 11 vacant lots and video them in this video. So those are my rock stars there. So show people the authentic you know, with your kids, your family, your spouse, your dog. I know that this works for sure because I got this little mini me. He's like my grandson. He's about 4 months old. And I had a picture of him on Facebook the other day. And I don't know, I'm probably like at 350 some likes now. You know, it's more than anything else, you know, I've ever, well, not anything I've ever, but it's one of the best posts I've ever done. I didn't think nothing of it, you know, and he was wearing, maybe he was wearing Cutler colors like me or something. I don't know. But it just proves that people love to see you with your kids, your family, your spouse, your dog. And then my grandpuppy came in and visited me about a week later, and I put out on Facebook, and again, bam, it took off. So I just know that being authentic with your kids, your family, your spouse, your dog, people love it. You know, don't be afraid to tell them you're, you know, Baptist or you're Catholic or whatever, because again, you want to find your own tribe. You know, if you're a Browns fan, whatever. So you can show yourself at church, traveling, socializing, contributing time, giving back to the community, or just plain being a goofball, okay? Just be you and stay top of mind. It's bottom line. So this is going to be crazy. Again, I told you, you know, you came here looking for that cup full and you're going to get 55-gallon barrel full. But again, you know, it's easy. So these are some things you can go to take your video even farther and break it down. You can transcribe your blog and post it on your site, okay? And later on, I'll show you how you do that with one click. So you think that's way too much, but you have to write some sort of script or have a script of what you're going to do your video on. So you might as well put it on a blog and get Google to like you out there. So what's the new radio nowadays? Podcasts. Everyone's listening to podcasts. And if you don't believe me, this is a crazy story, but you know, I was like any other American eating on a TV tray in my living room watching The Wheel of Fortune the other night. And Pat Sajak goes to a contestant, he goes, who is a financial planner, he goes, your voice sounds familiar. Do you do podcasts? He goes, I do. He goes, wow, I was listening to you the other day. You know, so that just shows you. And my kids listen to sports podcasts nonstop and music podcasts and just anything you can think of. So you can take that college kid, or I bet you Nate would do this for you too, is strip the audio off the video and send it to you so you can put it out there on a podcast. And you use this thing called Podbean, and it automatically distributes it to all the pod sites. So this is great stuff, folks. So, you know, it might be a little bit over your head. I just want you to do video. That's my whole purpose. And this might be scaring you, saying, if other people are doing all these things, maybe I should at least get started, right? So create 2 clips, 1.5 to 4 minutes of good content from your show to be posted on all social platforms. You know, this is YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And yes, LinkedIn is huge for me. I get tons of comments from professionals all the time from it. It works. This is like getting you out on all kinds of different TV stations. Wait until you see what sort of exposure you get out on the web. I'm going to go over that today. Another bonus thing is create some quote cards from the show. I could see Mr. Berg doing that. He likes posting great stuff on that motivates you and inspires you and stuff about the market. He does it all the time. So those are some things you can definitely do. So here's what an ideal week will look like. You'll have this in your slides, of course. So upload the show to YouTube on Monday. Prepare the blog and text and video to your site and create hashtags for it. And we'll talk about hashtags a lot today. Then Tuesday, email your database the link to your weekly show and add the show to IGTV. So IGTV we're going to talk a lot about today. Instagram TV. There's some huge, huge bonuses with that. Wednesday through Friday, post your additional clips in quotes. Like 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. they recommend doing that. And you can use an app called Hootsuite that automatically distributes them to all of them. But there are benefits to you posting yourself from your own device. These websites are smart and they know when someone's doing it for you or you're doing it yourself. They know if you copy and paste your script in Facebook versus hand typing it in. They give you better algorithm if you hand type it in. It's nuts. I just tell you. Interesting, right? Then daily, the most important thing you can ever do is respond and thank those who engage with the content. Okay? So if not video, then what will you do to increase your business, change your business? Video is huge. I've not even began the class yet, believe it or not. Okay? So when I went to the Tom Ferry Success Summit, which I've gone to for 9 or 10 years now, this was step number 1. Everything I went through so far was the first step in building 37 referral generating systems. So that was only number 1, and doing video. So what stops you from doing video is the same story that stops your growth from everywhere in your business, including picking up the phone, calling your sphere of influence, doing mail marketing, doing everything. But video is easy, and it's a realtor's favorite 4-letter F word, free. It really is for the most part. I might spend $27 to $42 a week, you know, doing my Money Monday, something like that. It's not really expensive at all. So take a minute and share with each other, just 1 minute, and share with each other what you're committed to real quick. You're allowed to talk now. This is a thing that Tom Ferry does quite often, and I love it. So everyone put your arm out like this. So here is where you want to be in your business, okay? These are your goals right here, okay? And where are your actions at? Your actions are probably back here. So put your actions are back here. And for a lot of you, where your actions really at, they're probably wait. I don't know if I can go that far back. So anyways, here's your goals. Here's your actions. What do you need to do with them? You need to align them, baby. Bring them together, okay? So are you going to do that? Yes. All right. Thank you. Have a seat. All right. So Cutler provides you this little powerful thing called AdWorks, okay? And maybe you're not utilizing it right. You just think it's for new listings. We give it to you and that's all, period. And you can put your entire sphere of influence in here. So you're probably thinking, how can I really reach out to people with my videos and give market updates and stuff like that? So you know what AdWorks does. Have you ever been on Amazon and you're shopping for shoes and then you're on the internet a little bit later and a shoe ad pops up and a shoe ad pops up, you're shopping for cars and that car ad keeps popping up? AdWorks stalks your people for you, okay? So it actually, you put your entire sphere of influence in there. All they need is their email address, okay? And it will pop up ads from you to them. So it could say your Fairlawn market update, your Summit County market update from Scott Fano. Scott Fano. God, I can't even say his name. I called him the wrong name by mistake. Sorry, Scott. I gotta get back with it here. Jeez. Scott Fano, okay? Scott Fano Summit County market update. You know, click here. And you click there and it goes to his YouTube site and it plays his video. You know, how cool is that? You get a report from AdWorks about how many people went on and saw it too. And you're gonna become a market expert and they're gonna say, man, Scott, what kind of ad program are you on? You keep popping up on my phone, Annoying. Yeah, you're not annoying, you're everywhere. Okay, Barry, that's okay. Jeez, always gotta be. All right. So there's one thing that I know, is that 2019 was dubbed the year that video went from being so cool, so unique, so techy, to the consumer actually considers it being expected. So if you think video is really unique and cool and techy and stuff, it's become expected now by the consumer. Consumer doesn't want JPEGs. They don't want PDFs. They want video. Okay, so just do videos. My point. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, where do you guys think most video is watched? When I explain that to you, I'm talking about everywhere, from movies to TV to anything possible. Where do you think the most videos watched? What's the median that most videos watch? Guess. Well, no, not. I'm looking for like on phones? No, like YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. YouTube's number one. What do you think number two is? Facebook. What do you think number three is?
Instagram.
That's number 5. Instagram's number 5. What do you think number 3 is? Starts with an N, ends with an X.
Netflix.
Okay. And then number 4 is, you used to buy a lot of books here? You used to buy a lot of books? Amazon. Yeah. So check this out. YouTube's number 1. Facebook number 2. Netflix and Amazon's 3 and 4. Instagram's number 5. So 3 of the top 5 places that video is viewed in the world. Again, that 4-letter F word, free for you to be on. And why aren't you on it? I don't, if you want to pay for a Netflix, he's got the camera. He can make you a Netflix show, okay? So if you want to pay him, do an entire movie and put on Netflix, I don't know how much that's going to cost you. But, why do that when you can be a number 1, number 2, number 5, maybe some of you use Snapchat or Twitter too, I don't know. But, you know what didn't even come in the top 10? TV. That's where we're at nowadays, folks. So what are their preferences? What do they want to see from you? Well, their preferences are funny and entertaining, and that can be very subjective, right? Being funny can be subjective. Being entertaining can be subjective. She laughs at me. I'm not even trying to be funny, and she's laughing at me. See?
It's true. Like what I think is funny, usually like this.
Yeah. But you all can agree that you can probably be informative and tell them what you know about the real estate market and teach the consumer so you don't have to teach them over and over and over again, or at least you're going to be the source of the source and be out there. Inspiring. We're going to look at some videos today that are inspiring from realtors, animated, and then live. So remember that live button in your Facebook. You can go live on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. All three at the same time if you get real aggressive. So number 1 out of the 8 tips to leverage your video 2020. We're finally getting to the program. What do you think of that? You're thinking, dang, this guy's full of a lot of stuff. So fill in the blanks. I got an exercise, keep you involved here. Hollywood called and you need a video show. Can you guys say with enthusiasm, you need a video show?
Need a video show.
Okay, thank you. That's not bad. So we looked at Tom Toole already, but he's got a pretty cool layout. Go rip off and duplicate. Look at these guys' stuff. We looked at Carrie Ann. She's an Instagram rock star, killing it. So this is Tyler Whitman. Take a look at how well produced this is. This is shot in his living room.
I'm thinking I need to know what I'm going to talk about. Hopefully it's location. We'll talk about location. If you think that being open to various locations that you're willing to buy in is a good thing, let me tell you, it's actually a bad thing. Location is the #1 driving factor of price points in New York City. Like if you're looking at the Upper East Side, buying on 5th Avenue, Madison, and Park is a much different price point for the exact same inventory that's gonna be on 1st, 2nd, and York Avenue. So based upon your needs and your price point, you and I can have a conversation to say, this is where you should be spending your money. And as a first-time buyer, I'm probably gonna encourage you to invest your money in a location that has an extreme opportunity to grow in value quickly. However, if you're an experienced buyer and you're looking for your forever home, then it. Let's go to 5th Avenue and get that Central Park view. Can you freshen that up?
So he's not scared to be himself, is he? What, like it or not, he's great. He's funny. That shoots those in his own apartment. This is Chris Riches.
Mike Riches. With
Mike Riches, he's funny.
Welcome to FAQ with Mike Riches.
Informative and funny.
FAQ is frequently asked questions. A question I get all the time from sellers is, do I have to take down all my personal pictures? And the answer is no. Someone said that on HGTV in the early 2000s, and people have been saying it ever since. In my 10 years of selling real estate, I have never had a buyer walk into a house and say, you know, I really like this house, and I'd buy it right now for cash, over asking price. But there's just too many personal photos. I can't stay. I can't! How about this guy, huh? I mean, handsome, don't get me wrong. When getting your house ready to list, you always want to declutter. Get rid of large and extra pieces of furniture, and just get rid of stuff. You want your rooms to look bright, spacious, and airy. Did you say airy? Yes, airy. The less stuff you have in a room, the more air is in that room. That's just science. And your personal photos are no different. You don't want pictures covering your walls, covering your mantle, your end tables, your coffee table. It's distracting for buyers. But a tasteful display of your family photos, certainly nothing wrong with that. A good realtor can certainly help. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of FAQ with Mike Riches. Take care.
Rip off and duplicate that and do it. There's nothing wrong with it. You can do that. Pretty nicely done, huh? Number 2, fill out your blanks here. Time to build a B-roll vault. So, when Tom Toole, when he was doing that intro and it had all those videos and pictures of his past stuff, you can have Nate put together for you and stitch stuff together from when you're out in the field and do a little segue to your show. So B-roll vault is important. So build a B-roll vault is what that's called. And, so you build video archives and keep them stored up. And then have an idea and say, wow, I'd like to change my beginning of my show and maybe, put some of my B-roll vault stuff in there, or you might add them and show your consumers in listing presentations later on in your shows. You need this stuff. So you can buy it. Also, I subscribe to Envato.
I do too.
Yeah, and you can buy anything from videos. I put videos and green screens behind me, really cool stuff, waterfalls and, giant cliffs, and their movies of stuff. And, it makes you look like a rock star. So yeah, there's 1,274,346 video effects and stock footage on there you can have. It's probably what, $176 a year, something like that.
Yep, right about.
So you can buy B-roll footage, if you don't want to do it yourself. Okay, pretty cool. Number 3, take viewers behind the scenes. We looked at this a little bit when a girl was doing the staging thing, but you know, again, you guys just don't drive your caddies around, put cash in the trunk, and drive away, you know, like they think you do. You do a lot of work. Show the viewers that stuff. These guys, the FAR group from Spokane, Washington. If you think Instagram, you know, works pretty good, it does. They're number 24 out of 2,500 realtors in their marketplace, and it's their first year. And their entire strategy was Instagram, period. Nothing else, Instagram. Number 24 out of 2,500 in Spokane, Washington area. Now, I'm gonna show you something that is like really, really, really cool. So, she takes her camera. Imagine a buyer is going to the house first time. You wanna show some emotion and what you do, the end result of what you do for a living. So, if you were told your buyer, say, hey, I'm gonna film you coming to your home for the first time, you know, and getting your keys and going in, they'd be like, oh my God, you know, and all scared and stiff and wouldn't act the same, right? But she just holds her camera like this and films them and doesn't tell them they're holding, just, hey, here's your keys, go ahead, and, you know, films them. So check this out. It's really cool. Come on, you can do it.
This is your house. Oh my gosh, this is I feel like I'm dreaming. It feels like a dream.
There's no way you got that emotion. She's on camera, right? How cool is that? Is that what we work for every day? That feeling right there. Imagine sharing that with people. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have to get permission to?
Yeah, she told her she did it and she gave her permission. She said, cool. Yeah.
Spontaneous.
Right. And then tell them later you did it and show it to them and they're like, cool. So I did this in North Canton a few weeks ago and one of my realtors.
So one of my buddies / buyers just bought a house
Made this.
this week. He is bringing his girlfriend and her daughter over to look at it right now, thinking they're just looking at it when he's already bought it. And we're going to surprise them and tell them it's their house.
So a pro tip would be for him to turn his camera this way, because you're going to notice he has his camera this way and he misses a lot of the view.
Not the swimming pool.
Oh no, she's already she has a heater to it outside the garage.
Well, that's a relief because it's his.
You're joking? Are you serious? Oh my God! Are you serious?
Pretty cool, huh? As a for real one from one of our own realtors. Okay? So again, attention share that you can have out there in the world video. You came in and is thinking, how the world am I ever going to do a video and get it anywhere? But now leaving here today, you know that these three things you can focus on, put your videos out there, and be out there and be seen, become trusted, become known. Okay? All these different things, you know, I'll get Nate up here to teach the rest of this, and no, you know, all these things, user tagging, keyword tagging, location tagging, hashtags, title headlines, captions, descriptions, thumbnails, audio quality. He's got me mic'd up right now. Resolution and size, runtime, native upload, hyperlinks, subtitles, alt text, cards, and end screens. All these things are, when you dive deep into video, you should be familiar with these terms and utilize them. So how long should your video be? 1 to 2 minutes is the absolute sweet spot, and 70% people stay engaged for that. And then from 2 minutes to 6 minutes, it falls off. And then from 6 to 13 minutes, it stays nice and stable. And then from 13 and a half minutes down, it goes down forever and for always. So pretty neat. So should your video not be 3 minutes? It's fine. You know, one of my best video coaches ever says it's all about the content of the video. If it's good content, people will stay engaged, and you know, sometimes you got to go longer on subjects. But if you're doing video and you take them to 1 to 2 minute things, that one Becky Barrick that we watched, her show is called 60 Seconds with Becky Barrick, you know, just bam, get videos out there, bam, bam. So you don't have to go really long. So user tagging and hashtags, okay? So, you know, like this is Jason Pantana, works for Tom Ferry. He's a great instructor. And he put at Planomatic, because people at Planomatic, sponsors were there. And then he puts TF Marketing Edge, because Tom Ferry Marketing Edge he was teaching. And then he was in Denver, so he put Pound Denver. So, you know, user tagging, he tagged Planomatic, and then he tags Tom Ferry and Planomatic in there. And then they're doing hashtags also. And hashtags help find you everywhere. So if you're doing don't use the same hashtag all the time. If you're doing Mexican restaurants, do best Mexican restaurant in Fairlawn or best Chinese restaurant, you know, do stuff like that. Change up. Caption descriptions, pretty easy. You got the description, and then you can use different apps to put the wording on top of your photo. And again, there's this guy back here in the back of the class who would be glad to help you with that stuff too. But you just need to be aware of it. So hashtags again. This is a rock star, Taya DiCarlo, I'm sorry. And she just says hashtag frame mirror TV, hashtag small space design, hashtag awkward space, and showing how she lays out, you know, and designs a place. And got 1,250 views, not bad. But hashtags, she utilizes a lot. Give you some examples of them. Real quick tip is see what Facebook ads your competitors are running, you know. Most of them aren't even running anything, so you start running cool videos and ads and get going. Thumbnails, again, are just taking a picture of your video in some place and, again, putting scripting on top of it to entice the viewer to click on it, okay? And cards and end screens, okay? So the difference between cards and end screens on YouTube, and you can do this for free, easy, yourself. I'm going to show you how to on YouTube in just a minute here. And for Facebook and for Instagram, you can click on the 3 dots and put alternate text on there right from your iPhone to get people's attention. So just a little tip there. Get people to click on you. So again, all these different things that you can do to help promote your video and get familiar with. Might seem like a lot, but it's not crazy. So IGTV, everything. Instagram TV. This girl in Carrollton yesterday, Rachel, she was just jumping out of her seat, just saying, Instagram, it's the best thing in the world. Yada, yada. And I go, cool, it's great. And a lot of it, you've never even heard of it, yet alone IGTV. But here's what Mark Zuckerberg is doing. Anyone know who Mark Zuckerberg is? What's that guy on? Facebook and Instagram, okay? A little clue. So he doesn't like the way IGTV is performing. Remember a couple years ago, Facebook, every time someone went live, it would notify you, and it was like really good. Well, they were boosting live Facebook for free. They were just like making it like Sonic the Hedgehog and just boom, exploding it and getting it out there. That's what he's doing with IGTV now for probably the next couple quarters. And then he might start monetizing it. Like, it's kind of like boosting yourself on social media. So Instagram TV is where it's at right now. He will boost it for free. You just click a little button down there when you finish posting on there. And I think it's called to put it on Discovery feed, and it goes out there and goes everywhere. And he just gives you thousands and thousands and thousands of views for free, okay? So IGTV, everything, it's worth it. And like this guy's getting attention by putting the scripts on top of his Instagram, thumbnails. So Instagram, again, you record, typically you can record sideways and put them on. You don't have to go straight up and down, but it prefers that. It differentiates itself by doing this. So here's some apps that you can put these words on here. You know, you got WordSwag, you got Canva, you got Overlay apps, and you got the Nate app in the back of the room here. So, and he probably uses one of those apps. I don't know. So IGTV, everything, without a doubt, you can get views. You know, Christopher, the girl that we just saw holding the camera, utilizes the heck out of it, of course. So this guy, the Snapping Realtor, he got 70,000 views by doing his first Instagram video, okay? Then he boosted it on Facebook, and he got like 5,000 views there. So that just shows you how much they're giving away right now. So it works. And look at, the couple that is in Washington, making their entire being number 24 out of 2,500 in marketplace. It's awesome. Tip number 6, do one-on-ones, do live, and do video AMAs. So number 6 is one-on-ones, live, and video AMAs, if you're following along in the chart there. So, BombBomb. If you're familiar with Mr. Tony Berg, he does BombBomb just every once in a while. So he utilizes BombBomb right from his Gmail. It just integrates with your Gmail. And most of your computers have a camera in them, and that camera can record you. So this is where I talk about Dominic Fonte. He sucks at, he'll say this too, he sucks at spelling, and he is no good at typing, you know? So I go to my daughter who works for him the other day. I go, hey, how many videos does Dominic make a day? And she goes, 80. So he updates his sphere of influence. Instead of typing an email or calling them, reaches out to them via video. So he's in his Gmail. It says record video, and he types in the email address of the person. Well, it automatically fills it in for him. And it records that video, and he just presses send. So he just goes, hi, Carla and Russ. It's been quite a while since I talked to you. I just want to, reach out to you and say hi. Miss you. Real estate's going great for me. Wonder how you and the kids are doing. Reaches out to his sphere of influence, updates all his buyers, all his sellers, and stuff like that, and just runs through a list of people that he should be talking to. And boom, sends them out, sends them out, sends them out. You can tell in BombBomb when people open up your email. Sometimes, me and Tony, we were seeing each other opening our emails. Yeah, that's a long story, but it was all good. We weren't sharing content. You could just see each other. It was a glitch that we had going on, but you can actually see when your customer opens your email. It says that, and they can see when they view your video. BombBomb keeps you informed. So BombBomb's a really cool app. So one-on-ones. The other thing about one-on-ones, on Facebook, it's someone's birthday. You go on Facebook, happy birthday, hope you have an incredible day. And you're like, everyone sends that damn thing, So instead, pick up your phone, turn around and say, Tony, happy birthday, Mr. Iceberg, And
He did that.
I do it to almost everyone I can think when I see you on Facebook. I differentiate myself, send a text video. Please rip off and duplicate that. Your customers will think you're the best person, and they always reach out and say, oh my God, it's so nice. It was my niece's birthday in Michigan the other day. I was at a Mexican restaurant, sitting at the bar having margaritas with my family. I just picked up the phone, said, happy birthday, Kenzie, love you very much, and then showed my whole family, and everyone's saying happy birthday. She sends back, oh, my heart, I love you so much, Uncle Rich, and my realtors, my customers do that too. So one-on-ones are very, very important, okay? AMAs are Ask Me Anythings, okay? So do a series, do a show out there and say, ask me anything about real estate. What questions do you have about real estate today? How can I help you today? Have a question or problem we should solve? Ask me anything. And then crack the egg a little bit and, actually ask a few of your friends or relatives with different last names probably to kind of, ask some questions to you and start the flow going, then other people will follow. So, one of Tom Ferry's, this is Tom Ferry, and one of his clients reached out to him and said, I just hired a virtual assistant, what should I have him do? And then Tom answers back.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Go to the private Facebook page, simply type in, what is everyone having their assistant do for them, get everybody else's stuff, or indeed the things that matter to you and your business, and ship it off to your virtual assistant. Congratulations, man. Easy enough.
See? Pretty cool, huh? Nothing to it. So that's AMAs. So behold, lightweight bumpers, number 7. So what are lightweight bumpers? So this guy's listing, 737 East Magnolia in San Antonio, Texas, okay? So this was just a 5-second video on Facebook that would just loop and loop, and it was the clouds just rolling by this house consistently, and it said, your dream downtown home. Then people would click on it, and this guy was number 3 in the video things. This is very entertaining, okay? But I have you watch it to the end, not only because it's very entertaining and cool, well produced, and Nate's going to go, I can do that for you, okay? He can make a video of this quality for you. And that'd be the difference of using a professional and becoming, voted on in the top in the country. What if you're a top country video person, of BombBomb and Tom Ferry next year? What would that be like? So check out when they clicked on this home, what they got. This is San Antonio. So he's showing the community constantly through this video. coffee house.
Hello, this is Tim.
Hi, Tim. I'm in front of that blue house near downtown.
737 East Magnolia. I'd love to show you that.
Well, I don't have all day. You got 5 minutes, or I'm out of here.
Not a problem.
That's actually highlighting the local gym. Watch. You think that's just part of the skit, but. He had his scooters donated to him by a local dealership to help promote. Shows the entire community again. The local park going there. How many times would your seller share this video? It's worth watching the whole thing. A little lengthy. So it shows the home here. This is the end part. And it shows where it's at in the community, and it pinpoints the brewery, the golf course, the hotel, the sports center downtown. How cool is that? And then he's got a really nice outro I wanted you to hang in there for, that's why. But if you'd show sellers, this is the way you market it at home. And there's the rides, the commercial for them, you know, at the end. Little extreme, but you had to see it. Okay. We are really, really near the end, folks, so thank you very much. But I want to show you how easily you can post to YouTube. So this is my YouTube page. I click on the plus camera up here, really easy, and it asks me to select the file. So, you know, if I take it with my phone, I download it to my Google Drive, and then I can access it from my computer and save it right in my computer from Google Drive. You all have free Google Suite, so you have tons, Cutler provides it for you, okay? So you select the file, and then you put your details and description of your video in there. I usually put my script, a good, strong title in there. Then I hit next. And then nowadays they ask you if it's made for kids or not. Kids don't want to look at me, so I just say no, and then I hit next there. Not that like I have crazy language or anything bad in there, but then here's where you can add end screen or add cards. In one click on YouTube. You think you got to be Nate or big producer to do that. Now you have to have the cards or the end screen. So cards you can put again within the video anywhere, and it could say click here to go to your website, or click here to get the value of your home, or click here to get the free KCM buyer guide. And then you got a landing page, and you can actually get the consumer to fill that out, and you capture the consumer. We provide free landing pages for you. So pretty cool. So you choose your end screens, or you can just skip it and hit next if you don't want to put cards or end screens in there. And end screens, again, could guide people to your website or whatever you want to. Okay, and so you hit next, and then you hit publish now, and you make sure it's public so it goes out to the entire world, and then you hit publish, and it is out there. But when you hit publish, something magical happens. Watch this. All these things light up for you. And in one click, I put them on. I put on Reddit, so it's just a social media site that reaches millions of people. Blogger, it automatically goes into a blog for you. And did I talk about vlogs too? We talked about vlogs or not? A vlog is a video blog. So that's, if you ever hear anyone say, hey, I'm doing a vlog, and you're like, whatever. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But that's what it is. It's a video blog, okay? LinkedIn, because it actually puts my video in that blog, and it describes the script in there too. So LinkedIn, one click, it goes to LinkedIn. Your video actually posts into LinkedIn. One click, it tweets it out to the entire universe, okay? It's just one click. All this stuff's one click. One click, it goes to Pinterest. One click, it goes to Tumblr. You do not want to do Facebook. Part of those million things that I want you to be familiar with, like hashtags and stuff like that, it's mentioned native downloads. So remember who's number one? YouTube. Number two is Facebook. Guess what they like about each other? Nothing. They hate each other. They're enemies. They're mortal enemies. Okay? So they want, if you just put your link from YouTube, which is what this is trying to do right here, just put a link in your Facebook, YouTube's going to spit that thing out. They don't want that link. It's just going to show a blue hyperlink, and they'll push you to the side. They won't let you go out. Your algorithm will go bleep. So you want a native download to Facebook, native download to YouTube. That's very, very important to do that, okay? And then this is Bakahakataki, and this is mixed, and this is Hoikachawakwa. I have no idea what those are, but that's for other parts of the country, I'm sure, that aren't our neighbors. So, but maybe you can post those and you'll be selling international real estate. I don't know. I'm being very facetious. Okay, invest in a channel trailer. So this is something that Nate could help you do with all your B-roll footage that you're going to do. Remember, number 2, we talked about you need to build B-roll. So I know you guys all know that your Facebook header can be a video, and they can click on there and watch a video. So tell me what you think about this realtor right here. If this was his trailer. That's a small group at Tom Ferry conference he was leading. He was being a leader on for something. These are his listings, obviously. So just a bunch of B-roll put together. His community involvement. Interviews with people. Being out and about in the community, at work, at play. I think that's his little kid that can golf so dang good. And he's very happy because that was his wife, I think. But what would a consumer think of you if they saw you out and about in community and you're doing video that well with everything in your business? Pretty neat. Okay? So, since there is some very good pizza back there, you guys, and so we're about wrapped up, and I'm going to talk about Three Little Pigs again. So where's your marketing really at? And I don't care if you just dip your toe in, if you start saying happy birthday to people with one-on-one video right from your phone, but differentiate yourself, update your buyers. This is like a 3rd or 4th video class. This one's really deep. I've got some simpler ones that take you back to, updating your buyers and differentiating yourself with videos. And like, as soon as you get done showing them a house, do a little video and just say, hey, it seemed like, the first one you like the most. I just want to make sure I'm on the same path. Keep me informed. Can't wait to get with you next appointment. And when you're setting up appointments with people, you're in competition with other people. Send them text videos, and they're going to, what they think about you when you're on video? They think you're a celebrity. They really do. So when they meet you then, it's almost like, remember when you were young and Captain Kangaroo or people like that, you thought were stars, and, and if you ever saw them, you're like, oh my God, it's a big celebrity. So video differentiate. The human mind, when they see you on TV, on screen, they think you're on TV in the movies and stuff. So build your marketing, not of straw, not of wood. You can build it with brick. That'd be pretty cool to have a brick house. But remember, I want you to keep your elbows up and protect your sphere of influence. and get that business from people and become the known, trusted real estate advisor out there and build that moat around your sphere of influence and past clients. Don't let people screw with you, you know? So you got to position yourself as the authority, the agent of trust, and this is a great way to do it. I'm going to end you with this. So you might think, why is he showing us a music video right now? So these guys posted this on Twitter. I met these guys on a rock boat cruise. Before they hit it, actually. So they just posted this video. They started out with a black and white video. And this is a Justin Timberlake song, if you don't recognize it yet. You'll probably recognize it once it gets into it. Just a cool little black and white in this room with all acoustic. And these guys are excellent performers, you know. Okay. So guess who they got a tweet from? Who? Justin Timberlake, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So last year during Justin Timberlake's world tour, guess who warmed up for them? The Shadow Boxers. These guys they were originally from Atlanta. Now they're living in Memphis, where it's required by law if you're going to become an up-and-coming rock band to live, of course. So does video have any power at all? These guys went from a local, pretty well-known band in Atlanta, you know, to opening up for Justin Timberlake and his world tour by doing one video and posting it on Twitter. What could video do for your career? Huh? So video is king, folks. I believe in it. I hope I was passionate enough about it for you today. I know you'll have questions. I'm here. Barry's got it all, man. He says no problem. He's got it. Hey, thank you very much. Enjoy the pizza today.